Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So New Mexico State's offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Back to throw, it's Cutler. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's take just a moment to talk about New Mexico State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On the ground, it's Stanley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Navy's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll leave it with him. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. On the option. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. Second and long coming up. Back to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know, in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from, because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
Now, a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looking downfield, it's Cutler. Caught over the middle, it's Fry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's it for this period. New Mexico State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Quick spin on the run. Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
On the run, it's Stanley. Nice move there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Marshall. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Running the option, it's Horvath. And they snuffed out that play from the start. He probably should have given the ball to the back.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously.
And the ball is free on the pitch. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Throws to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll run it from the gun. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Cutler. That pass is incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Creates a little room. Wide open spaces. He's at the top. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy!
And they pound the ball in for the touchdown, and you've got to like this offense. Finishing the first half really strong and a chance to take the lead in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Stanley. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Cutler. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Finds his man. It's Callaway. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. New Mexico State will kick it away to open this 3rd quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. This quarterback part of their running game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy will have to punt it away.
Number 68 on to kick it away.
He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Quick completion on the out route. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They take the lead with the 6. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed and maybe...
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, he's got a chance. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the big fullback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Back to pass, it's Horvat. The sure hands, it's Chapman. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The big fullback's got it. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Gets the back moving. They'll go to the fullback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run the option. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team. I got faith in them. I got trust in them. And it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Zings it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down.
Touchdown, midshipmen! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Stanley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Slings it downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Cutler. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Option look. It's Horvat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
On target to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Now on the option. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball. And like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
A design run for the quarterback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Now on the move. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Give to the running back. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
To the air, it's Cutler. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are 1 play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Tell you what, the crowd being really involved and really into it, Not so much now after that scramble. Great job getting the first down on fourth down. That'll take some air out of those fans' lungs.
Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as...
It's loose. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And Navy will go back on the attack. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David, now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in a great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him. A 5-point lead here in the fourth. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give them some space. He's taking a deep shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's loose. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.